Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Coach's Corner. Zach By, as always, sitting down with the head football coach here at the University of Albany, Greg Cattuso. And Coach, you got to be pretty fired up. You get your first win of the season against the University of Rhode Island, a game that you controlled pretty much from start to finish.
Yeah, it was a good win. I think it was really our best win we've had. I felt like, it didn't feel like we had total control, but I felt like we were playing well, and they were having trouble moving the football. I was pleased with us. I thought our special teams were very good. Even though we missed a couple field goals, they were really good kicks in a tough weather day, and I thought Patrick Toole did a great job mixing his kickoffs up, and they had a great All-American returner, and I thought we took him out of the game a little bit, and offensively and defensively, I thought we really stuck to the game plan well. It was a good win. You can win a CAA game like that comfortably. It's a good day.
I got to ask you about Elliot Kraske, who I thought was just tremendous. He was struggling a little bit in week one against Buffalo, obviously against a different level of competition, but he just burst out of the gates, 2 touchdowns, a couple big runs and chunk plays for you guys.
Yeah, he actually played pretty well against Buffalo. They just were good. There were some runs he maybe missed against Buffalo, but he was positive yards, protect the football, which is what we try to strive for. And I thought he played really well. I thought his patience was really good. He's a patient running back, and every time he touches the ball in a game is a learning experience right now. And I think that there were some really good moments in the football game for him. I thought he pass protected a little better. He protected the football on a very, very rough day to hold the football. So we were very pleased with Elliot in his second game.
And what about DJ Crook? I thought he was rather efficient.
He played really well. I mean, when you look at his stats through 3 quarters, and I think he was 19 for 27 for, I kind of shut down the passing game in the 4th quarter. I knew that we felt good they weren't going to catch us, so we were trying to just pound the ball and punt or score like we did. And he played really well. He manages the game well, and he's again, every game these young guys get more comfortable, and it's going to help us. And we have 4 juniors on offense at the start, and everyone else is a sophomore or less. So we have a lot of learning to do still, but they're getting there and they're progressing.
I got to ask you also, just to channel back a little bit to your running backs. You got Elliot, of course, and you also got a young kid, a true freshman in E.B. Token Hanks. How do you decide who's getting the lion's share of those carries?
It's just a feel thing on the sidelines. We went into the game. We were going to rotate them every 2 series until we decide who's hot and if someone's hot. So we ran Elliot, and then we put E.B. Token in, and he did fine. But then we went back to Elliot, and he started to take over the football game. And then you get into the weather and worrying about fumbles, and we didn't feel good about substituting at that point. So this week it might be EB carrying the ball and Elliott sitting on the sideline. So we like the combination of the two. Last year we played with fire all year with just giving the ball to one guy all the time, because if he gets hurt, you're in trouble. So I feel good about our top 2 running backs. And to be honest, I feel good about our 3rd running back. I think Deion Alston's going to be a real good one too.
All right, let's talk about the other side of the football. Your defense played tremendous. I believe, thinking back, that you or I only had 2 red zone opportunities that I remember, and really just controlled that football game.
Yeah, we had a couple. We played a pretty good football game, and there was a couple drives where we got a little out of whack and they hit some plays. That's going to happen. People, they're coaching hard. I know that staff, they work hard. They're good people, and they're going to get you sometimes. So I thought we played a really good 3rd quarter, 3 quarters. I thought the 4th quarter got away from us a little bit, just trying to protect against the pass and all the scramblings. It was frustrating 4th quarter. But, I thought all in all we played well. When they did have their one long drive that could have got them back in the game, we stiffened up at the 20-yard line and sacked them and knocked them out of field goal range. So I was happy with that. And, we need to get better and keep playing on defense. All
right, looking ahead, you have James Madison this weekend. Have you seen them on film yet? I know it's early in the week, but what do you know about JMU?
We've watched a lot of tape on them. They have, probably the player of the year in the country. This league never stops. Last year John Robertson, who's back at Villanova, was one of the best players in the country, and boy, I don't see how anybody's going to beat Vad Lee out. And he is exceptional. He's averaging well over 400 yards of multi-purpose yards a game. He's a good player. He's electric. But what really makes them go really is the skill around them. They have a great receiving core that catches the football. Everybody catches the football, including the tight end. They have 2 very good backs that they mix in, and they have as usual, they have a big offensive line. So we have our work cut out for us on defense this week. And defensively, he's made some changes. They're better on defense than they were last year. So it's going to be a challenge. We played them we played them tooth and nail last year, but they're a better football team than they were last year right now. And I think we're better. And I think we've got to go in and try to control the tempo of the game to have a chance to win.
All right, well, good. Congrats on the Saturday's win, and best of luck this weekend against JMU. All right, that'll do it for this week's edition of Coach's Corner. As always, you can catch us next week, and we'll recap JMU and look ahead to the rest of the schedule. For Greg Cattuso, I'm Zach Bai. We'll see you next time.